The graph of y equals f of x is shown below, where f of x is a mod x plus b plus c. A, b and c are constants, which we're going to find shortly. So add to the graph g of x, which is 2x minus 3 minus 7. We know the modulus is shaped sort of like this, and the bottom of this would be when x is 3, so that the stuff in here is 0. So the bottom is going to be at negative 7 when x is 3, so we've got 3, negative 7, so that's going to go sort of there. And then let's think about when this stuff would be 7. It would be 7 when the modulus is 3.5, because we're multiplying that by 2. So that would happen at 6.5, so that's sort of there. And it would also happen at negative 0.5. So then we'd have negative 3.5 in here, and of course we modulus that becomes 3.5. So we should be able to draw that on like so. And just going to select the right colour, and let's just make that y equals g of x. Okay, so that's all good. We then want to find the values of a, b and c, which is from the original graph. So let's just get the thing back in sight. So we can see that the cusp of this one is when x is 1. So that sort of points towards b being negative 1. And then we'll have x minus 1 in there. And the c would be 6. So those are reasonably obvious. Now the a is going to be the gradient of this. Well, the gradient appears to be negative 1 along there and 1 along there. Which one of those works? So if we just had mod x take 1 plus 6, that one would go like that, wouldn't it? So we're going to want a is equal to negative 1. That should do the trick. Okay, using your graph or otherwise, solve f of x plus g of x is equal to 0. Well, that would mean that g of x is equal to the negative of f of x. So remember, the one that they drew for us is f of x. So we want the negative of that. So let's choose a different colour. So that's going to go from here. And that'll be a perfect reflection. I don't know what I drew there. So let's just make sure I've selected the right thing. So that would sort of go like that. And of course I could check this by manual calculation, but from the graph it looks like we have an intercept there at 2 and another one at 6. So that's what I'm going to go with. So x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 6.